What's the most foolproof way to make money? What's the most foolproof way to make $100,000 a year working from home? Or 200,000 or 50,000. Depends on how hard and smart you work. I got a simple answer for you. I'm here down in the Caribbean, in the sun, so got my big hat. I get burned. You get burned down here, boy. You don't need your vitamin D supplements down here. So here's the formula. S plus I equals M. Okay? S plus I equals M. That formula right there, if you write that down, keep that, whether you're a teenager in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, this is the simplest way to start making 6 to 7 figure income working from home. By the way, this works everywhere in the world, this S plus I equals M formula. So let's reverse engineer the formula. M stands for money, the goal, what you need to survive, what I used to call, what I still call fuel units, the fuel of the modern economy. Nobody builds their own, grows their own food, weaves their own clothes, and builds their own house anymore, right? You need money as a form of a medium of exchange with other people who build your house, grow your food, and make your clothes. Food, shelter, water, Maslow's hierarchy of need. So S plus I equals M. You're trying to equal money. So what's the formula on the left side of the equation? I equals internet. So do you have internet? Doesn't matter where you live, but you need internet. You can't do this by telegram, by letter, by postal mail. This formula will not work. So the good news is internet. I mean, Elon Musk is putting his internet everywhere in the world. You pretty much have it. I have people working. I buy companies for a living now. I own a big holding company. I own Pier 1 and Radio Shack, and I buy companies doing 500 million in revenue, but I staff them. My team, my people are all over the world. I was talking to one of my team. He's in Nigeria. I've got people in Serbia, Bolivia. I've got people in Australia, every continent, Sweden, northern, I've got southern, I've got Africa, I've got Asia, office in Pakistan. So the one prerequisite to making money with this simple formula from home is you got to have good, decent internet connection, not like dial-up speed. So one thing you may have to do is go work from a Starbucks sometime. Now, the S plus I equals M. The S is the magic. The S stands for service. So there's basically a couple business models, a couple ways humans have made money in history. Okay, so think about it. How do people make? I feel like Michael Scott in The Office. Remember that episode where he goes to speak to Ryan's MBA program? He's like, there's 7 types of businesses in the world: hotels, railroads, tourism. And anyway, if you ever seen that episode, it's kind of funny. But when you really look at the business models, one of my millionaire mentors, when I was starting out, I had 5 mentors who were multimillionaires that really taught me everything that got me started. And one of them used to say, look, there's 2 main types of businesses. This is one way to categorize business. There's commodity versus brand. Commodity is like you're a coal miner. You own a coal mining outfit. You are oil and gas business. Commodities are things that are undifferentiated. You don't care what they are. In crypto, that's the difference between, it's interesting. Crypto, commodity versus brand, commodity would be tokens and brand would be NFTs, non-fungible. So that means they're differentiated. But that's not what I'm actually talking about today. There's another way to break down business besides commodity versus brand, a wide categorization of business. The other wide categorization of business is service versus product. Now, we can split hairs and talk semantically on this. Just hear me out what I mean. If you're watching this and you want to know how to make money, look, you can launch a product-based business. And most people think of that like, oh, what's a good thing I can sell? I come up with a little gadget. Steve Jobs came up with Apple products, right? Came up with a computer, a home computer, the Macintosh. That's how he was a product-based person. and he became, you know, one of the most famous entrepreneurs. Elon Musk was product-based, right? So he had PayPal, was a specific kind of automated thing. You could send money through an automated product called PayPal. And then he has, obviously, Tesla, which is a product, a physical car. And he has SpaceX, which is a physical, reusable rocket ship. So those are product-based businesses. Because the media has kind of brainwashed people into going, oh, if you want to make money from home as an entrepreneur, you need to be product-based. Most people go down that route. And unfortunately, and why I want to record this video, people forget service-based business are easier, take less capital, fail less often, and are a huge part of wealth creation. Now, I will give you a little disclaimer. More wealth is created through products than services, but more capital is needed, more experience, more risk must be taken, and less realistic for the average person. The average, if you're watching this and you're not, you know, born with wealthy parents, or you're not in Silicon Valley where you had connections, or you didn't go to Harvard, I would recommend the S plus I equals M formula. Start with a service-based business. So what do I mean? Okay, well, instead of saying, what's a cool product I could invent, get a patent on, and sell, what's cool technology I could launch, say, what can I do with my sweat equity, my time? How can I sell my time to somebody for $1 an hour, $1,000 an hour? Now, lawyers and doctors are in the service business. So when I say sell my time, it's not anything weird. Basically all lawyers, 99% of them, and all doctors, you walk in there, they're essentially selling their time. Now, another disclaimer, there's downsides to service businesses. Some people, you'll see advice from people, oh, never sell your time for money. Well, it depends what stage you are in entrepreneurship. Like now, you know, I don't do as much selling my time for money. I used to follow the S plus I equals M formula, but now I do bigger stuff, but that's just because I built up to it. You got to build up to stuff. This world, this TikTok world, Instagram reel, everything, people think it's instant. The average person takes 12 to 20 years to build success. I'm going to tell you this, to build a multi-million dollar empire. Most people take 12 to 20 years, and people say, oh, you don't know, if you just trade crypto and NFTs, look at all these millionaires. Oh, just wait a few years, ladies and gentlemen. Money that comes fast leaves real fast. An Amish guy told me a fence that's built quickly falls down quickly, and a fence that you build slow stays up for generations. So there's a lot of wealth, a lot of BS wealth being built right now. Don't worry, you're going to flow right in and out of most people's fingers, which is actually the worst thing. Daniel Kahneman, the Nobel Prize winning economist, you know, he talks about how the way the human brain works with money is that you use what's called the comparative cognitive bias, the contrast bias, meaning it's better to never be wealthy than to be wealthy and lose it all. Because then you tasted the fruits, you tasted what it was like, and now your life in contrast is way worse. So if you're listening and you're saying, no, Ty, it's not going to take me 12 to 20 years, I can just jump right into a product-based business. I don't need to listen to what you're saying. I don't need to build a service business. Do you know who I am, Ty? Little narcissistic generation we're all from, right? I can do anything if I put my mind to it mentality. No, you can't. No, I can't either. You can't be a pro basketball 7-foot center by putting your mind to it. There's bounded rationality and bounded biology in this world. So if you go, I don't need to start with a service business and sell my time. I can just go out and, you know, don't you know who I am, Ty? I saw a self-help video that said I can be anything I want to be if I put my mind to it. Well, not really. You could be a lot. Most people can be more than they think they can be. That's true, but you can't be everything, anything. So, what's a practical application of this? Service-based business. Let's say you're willing to listen. Well, 2016, I started this. I said, hey, you want to know the best way to make $1,000 to $10,000 a month? Get businesses to pay you to run their Facebook ads and their social media for it. 40,000 people went through my training program. Insane results. Every single time I travel, I was just on a 7-day, 7-city business trip. Everywhere I was in Miami, people came up to me. Ty, I'm a millionaire now. I got in that agency, service-based social media marketing agency course. That still works today. That was 2016. It's still working right now. Now, there's variations and permutations on this now, meaning social media marketing agency is still valid service business where you sell your time. You go in and you say, it's $2,500 a month, Mr. Restaurant owner, Mr. Cosmetic Surgeon owner, you know, and I'll run your Facebook ads and YouTube, and I'll do lead generation for you and all that. But there's some permutations on that now, which is a good thing. It's better now because now you can add in e-commerce, for example. So you could do a damn e-com business, right? So, by the way, I'll put a little link if you want to see. I have a paid mentorship program. By the way, I didn't shoot this video to sell anything, but people sometimes watch my videos and like, oh, I want to know more. So without much ado, I'll just put a link here or in the corner. Go watch this if you want me to train you how to teach people how to make money as a e-commerce service consultant, where there's a million stores on Shopify, BigCommerce, WordPress right now, and most of them are having a hard time doing their e-commerce because they're product focused. So they had a good product idea, but they don't know how to run the actual Shopify or WordPress. They don't know how to run their Facebook ads, landing pages. They don't know how to do site merch, all this stuff. So I've got a little 4-month course. Click the link. It's a little paid mentorship. Anyway, not trying to sell much here. By the way, I never apologize for trying to sell. Don't ever apologize for making money. That's what makes the world go around. That's how economies work. In fact, when the world goes to crap is when money stops flowing from person to person, from business to business. When you make money, you recirculate it into the economy. You're actually a net positive for planet Earth. So when people say, oh, don't sell stuff, well, what, and don't be a net positive? Just because money flows into my pocket or your pocket, even if you put it in the bank or you put it into crypto, it's getting recirculated, right? If you're in crypto, there's staking, there's, lending, there's a recirculation of money. If you put it in a bank, the bank lends it out. Now, it doesn't quite work like that anymore with the Federal Reserve, but basically it's somewhat like that. Your exact dollar may not, but it's a digital entry in a ledger, whether it's crypto ledger or a fiat ledger. But let me not digress. So let's go back to how to do this. So you want to know the best way? Make 100 grand, 200 grand, a million, 50 grand from anywhere in the world that you have an internet. You start a service business. Now, you don't have to do a social media or e-com service business. You could also do, what's another business that's valid? Go on Upwork, for example. There's multiple websites, but take a website like Upwork or Fiverr. Go in there, look what they're highlighting on their homepage. They're highlighting on the homepage the freelancers, occupations or categories that get hired the most. Go in there and see if you already have some of those skills. Like it might be personal assistant, but the cool thing with the internet, that's why I said, it's not just the service equals money formula. It's not S equals M, it's S plus I. With the internet, you could be in Bali, you could be in, Nigeria, you could be in Bhutan, and you could be a personal assistant to 5 different people. You can disclose it. Don't lie to people. You could be a service provider on Upwork or Fiverr. Let's just say something simple. You might say, Ty, I don't have much skills. I don't know social media. I don't know e-com. I bet you have some skills. I mean, if you survive planet Earth, if you as a Homo sapien still thriving and alive, I should say, even if you're not thriving, you have some skills. You have organizational skills. You have people skills. You have execution, getting things done skills. So you could have 5 clients on Upwork that you're their personal assistant. They text you when they need you. They email when you need. You can manage 5 different clients. Just say I'm a fractional personal assistant. You charge each of them. In fact, a lot of them are happy that you're not their only customer, because then you can charge them less money. You can say, look, you can hire a full-time personal assistant for $7 grand a month, or you can pay me $2,000. I'll pretty much get it all done. You get 5 clients paying you, let's say, I would recommend from between $2,500 and $10,000 a month, depending on how much you're doing for them. You could eventually build a team. The team helps you, so you could almost be full-time. You could outsource. You could take in the work and then have some other your own personal assistants that are helping you be the personal assistant. So you get, let's say you average $3,000 a month, 5 clients only that you can find on sites like Upwork, Fiverr, or you can reach out, DM people on Instagram that and say, hey. And once you start getting 1 or 2 clients, you get them to give you a testimony. Here's a little ninja trick. Say, if you give me a testimonial, I've worked for you for 3 months, I'll drop my price by 10%. I'm charging you. Now on your little personal website, or when you DM people, you're like, here's the testimonials of 6 of my customers that are super excited about me. And now you get more customers. You end up with 10 customers paying you $3,000 a month, $30,000 a month. You have your own personal assistants that you found maybe on Upwork, 1 or 2. You're paying them $3,000 a month. So your inflow is $30,000 US a month, and your outflow is $6,000. You put in $24,000 of product. Now, some people are going to do less than that. Depends on how ambitious you are. It's always a little luck, but I mean, this is doable. There's people right now making, $2,000 to $20,000 a month just as a personal assistant. There's other things, copywriting. You can become a copywriter, meaning you help people write their ads, or you help them if they've got an e-commerce website. Every product they put up, you got to write those little descriptions like Amazon. You can do that for them. You can be a vendor sourcer. You can help people find products. Now I'm going back more to e-com, but you see where I'm going with this? You can do you can be HR. You can just say, I'll recruit. You need more people for your company? I charge $1,000 a month, and I manage your recruiting. And then you go on Upwork for people for them. You go on Upwork. And then, because a lot of people are busy, they'd rather pay you $2,000 a month to manage their hiring process. Maybe they need secretaries. Maybe they need, computer programmer devs. Maybe they need graphic designers. Maybe they need copywriters. Maybe they need site merch people. Maybe they need e-com. Maybe they need a personal assistant. And you could say, I'm $2,000 a month while I'm working for you, plus a bonus of, 5% of the income of every person I bring to you. So if you bring them a $100,000 person, you get a $5,000 signing bonus. That HR angle, I just saw there's a website, it's a multi-billion-dollar company. All they do is empower global recruiting, because now there's a global market. So see how this service thing, I gotta go, but there's 1,000 ways. The average ordinary person without genius IQ, without genius connections, with just an internet and a willingness to go out and try at any age, in any location, male, female, whether whether you have high self-esteem, low self-esteem, whether you think you look good or don't look good, whatever your issue is in the mind, there's opportunity right now. And the thing I like about service business, sometimes they're more recession proof. If the world ever goes crazy, they're a little, now yes, you'll lose some customers, but product-based businesses can be much more fickle and variable because people have discretionary income, and people usually there are layoffs. I mean, it's a complex conversation. Let me not even go down that route. But by the way, if you want me to show you how to do this on the e-com side of things and get customers, I'll put this link one more time below. Go check out this 4-month mentorship training program that I have, and I do a lot with e-com. I've got 160 million visits to my e-com websites, just my physical e-com websites last year. So I can share a lot of things from the trenches with you. You're not going to learn in any college course or even online courses. So been doing this a while. I'll show you social media stuff. Got 8-9 million social media followers. If you're a realtor, you should get in this. And by the way, this course, even though it's around e-com, you can apply what you're going to learn. So click the link. My rant is over. I'm hungry. I've been doing intermittent fasting, so it's been like 5 hours since I woke up and I'm hungry. So leave a comment below. What's 3 other service-based business ideas that I forgot? S plus I equals money. So talk soon.
Financial independence is more than just a goal. It's a path to freedom. When you're financially independent, you're no longer tied to a paycheck, and your choices aren't limited by money. Imagine having the ability to pursue your passions, make decisions based on what you truly want, not on what you can afford. The key to financial independence is taking control of your finances, whether through savings, investments, or building multiple streams of income. This not only gives you the power to live life on your own terms, but also protects you from unexpected financial challenges, like losing a job or facing an emergency. When you achieve financial independence, you gain peace of mind and security. You can focus on what matters most, whether it's spending time with family, traveling, or starting a business. The journey may take time, but the rewards are well worth the effort. Start today and create the future you deserve.